maybe, just maybe, she's doing some shit that is making him feel like she does want more. These are the physical examples that I'm talking about.
Uh-oh. No, you did not just say that.
No chains, no rules, no safe words. This is Unbounded with Christopher Allen.
And welcome to the Unbounded podcast. This is the podcast with no chains, no rules, and no safe words in sight. I'm your host, Christopher Allen. Where? Like, who we're rolling?
That we have a safe word around this somewhere. There was one safe word. You got none on me.
Is it? It's not under here.
I guess we ain't got none there. All right.
That's all right. That is all right, because we are still unbounded, and we thank you for joining us to get your Monday word. Sponsored by J. Johnson Value Auto Care and Drinking Days Custom Homebrew Booze. Links are in the description below, sir. It is good to see you once again.
Ooh, back again. Once again. Long commute. But let's get it in.
So this week we are talking about
Sex, baby, that's not about you and me. Let's talk about all the things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about it.
But let's talk about platonic friendships too.
Yeah.
Can men and women truly be platonic friends? How many times have you been out somewhere and then your friend shows up with somebody you've never met before, and they're like, hey, this is my buddy David, and everybody kind of starts looking like, okay, well, David's not her boyfriend, or if she's single, like, is she fucking dated? Like, and that's the perception that's out there. I'm trying to get to the root of why we do this, and is it truly possible for a man and a woman to strictly just be platonic friends, and why would we choose to do that? What do you think?
I think in the eyes of public opinion, no. It's always, somebody always got to be plotting, or somebody always got to be scheming something. And it's always like, your people just, I guess, magically have magic 8 balls that see other people's intentions before, they see it. Like, for example, like you just said, X shows up with Y. And then A through Z all see X and Y together. Well, X isn't dating Y. Like, so Y must be trying to fuck. Or Y must be doing this. Or X must be doing this. Or whatever's whatever. And it's like, I just met them myself. So, hey, or this is somebody, we not on that level. Like, again, in the eyes of public opinion, no, can't have a platonic friend. If you got a friend that's of the opposite sex, it's because you want just that. You want sex. Whatever's whatever. In the matter of, two people, in the matter of, people knowing one another, people like, hey, bro, hey, I know you, bro. I know you wouldn't just, bring a random. I know you wouldn't just bring a random female here just because, like, not to this event,
right?
Or not to this house. Nah, you got some shit up your sleeve or whatever. And that's another thing right there. That, yeah, like, okay, that is a separated type situation. But I say that to say this, like, before you go off and use public opinion, assume that because X is with Y, one of them's trying to fuck, or they trying to fuck, or whatever. Let's watch this a little more closely first. Like, how many times have you seen this other person? You've only seen them one time. How many events have they shown up to with this person? Like, how do they move with this person? Like, are they doing things that, platonic friends wouldn't normally do? Or, whatever. Are they, talking to each other the way platonic friends wouldn't normally talk or whatever? Like, again, but once you have some of that to back up your theories, then yeah, but don't just jump into the level of assuming that, oh, hey, I'm me and y'all know me and this is them. Oh, you must be trying to fuck. Oh, okay, yeah, no, you ain't trying to do shit. Fuck.
My thing is, and I'm just going to speak for the group of people that we know without naming names.
That's fair.
But with our circle, it's, you know, like you said, you brought them to this party or this event or this house at this particular time. I feel like I think we all fancy a good gossip. And to a fault, really, and myself included, I'm working on gossiping less. That's something I'm trying to leave behind in 2019, and just refocus my mental energy towards more important things. Because when you break it down, when you strip everything away, you show up to a party with a girl that you've never met before. Instead of assuming, could just, ask you. A novel concept. But instead, we like to get off on the feeling of gossiping and the speculation and what's he gonna do, brother? Is he fucking her? Or is he not? I don't know. That releases some sort of fucking endorphins in our minds, I guess. That it just makes us feel good that we've cracked a case. We've solved a whodunit.
Everybody wants to be the Scooby-Doo gang.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to pull that mask off and say, oh, so this person really is, or so they want to say, oh, this situation really is, but then
look at me, I cracked the case. Aren't I wonderful?
Good job, you.
Yeah.
Then you're like, but when you said the concept of ask, like, just ask, and whatever's whatever, but people don't ask because they'll give you one of two reasons. Number one,
here we go.
Number one, the person is just gonna lie about it.
There it is.
Or number two, this is always my favorite, it's not my business.
Then why are you thinking about it? And I'm talking to myself too. Again, trying to do better. God ain't through with me yet. We're gonna get there.
And you hit the nail on the head with that. It's like, if it's not your business, if it's not your business enough to ask about it, then why are you even concerned with it? One of my favorite sayings: if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Because if you fucking somebody, that doesn't have a bearing on my life. And I'll just peel back the curtain a little bit. The reason I used to care so much about it was because, and this ties into other podcasts that we've done, and like the why do men cheat and all this stuff, but the girl that you just showed up at the party with, now to me, in my old mindset, well now, anything you can do, I feel like I gotta do better.
You got one cake, I got two.
Exactly. So now I say, okay, now I need to be invested in what he's doing with this girl and what his intentions are, so I know where I can slide in. Once I let all of that mentality go, it was much easier to just say, Chris, it's not really your business. And if it's not affecting you getting money, if it's not affecting you making yourself great, don't worry about it. Don't spend mental energy on it. You're going to exhaust yourself. I drained myself for years worrying about other people's dealings in business and almost lost some good friendships because of it. And there's, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you almost got robbed.
I like that.
But better late than never in realizing it. But it's not anybody's business. It's not. I think we do love the speculation game, though. I think that's the root of it. But the thing is, put this out here, put some feelers out there in the Unbounded universe, and you guys came through, especially for this being a short notice one.
Yeah.
So put it out there. Can men and women truly just be platonic friends without there being the perception that there is more to it? So read a few of these comments here. Keelan says, yes, for sure, a man and a woman can be, but it depends on who the woman and who the man is. There are some people who cannot be platonic because of their feelings for each other or their hormones or whatever, but there are many people who can be.
Can I just kind of piggyback on that for a second?
Uh-huh.
So, when I agree, yes, men can be, platonic. Men and women can be platonic friends and stuff like that. But, when she said it just depends, it depends on the people, really. Like, I also just want to kind of sort of add to that and, say that in that situation, if you have somebody that, because this happens, if you have somebody who you have feelings for or whatever, like more than a friend, but you just like, okay, we just gonna be friends or whatever. Like, I definitely want to say that some sort of a boundary line or something needs to be set so that way you don't overstep that lane of friendship. Let's say, for instance, there is somebody who you have feelings for, but this person is in a relationship or whatever. Okay, now and respect the fact that they're in a relationship, but you also don't want to lose their friendship. They don't want to lose your friendship, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. So like you agree to be friends, but if you don't put boundary lines on that, like, again, the more you do with people when you have feelings for them, the stronger them feelings are gonna grow.
Yeah.
That's why, like me myself, everybody who knows me knows. After 11 o'clock, don't text my phone, don't call my phone, nothing. Because at that point, I'm gonna have a thought about you that you don't want me to have, and unless it's an emergency, and again, if you don't give a fuck what I think, then you call me whenever. But I just know the thought is going to be there. But
you hitting them up after 11 o'clock.
Them booty call outs. I just throw that. Them booty call outs. They know it. They know that. They told that they put them booty call outs. That's my thought. But again, if you don't care what I think or whatever, what my thoughts or assumptions are, don't bother you, call me whenever you want to. I'll still help you out regardless of whether or not it is or it ain't. But I'm just saying, after 11 o'clock, my mindset's going to change. But I'm saying all that to say that that's the boundary line I have set with people. Like, it's like, hey, whatever. We could talk about whatever. But, we're not going to bring up these topics. You have to set those boundary lines with people so that like, hey, that's not reserved for platonic friends. That's not platonic friend behavior. That's not platonic friend conversation. That's not platonic friend action. That is, fuck buddy action. That's, boyfriend girlfriend action. That's husband wife action. Stuff like that. We got to keep everything over here in the platonic friend section. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people will just do stuff like that and don't set that boundary. They don't. And whether it be in themselves or whether it be in the friendship or whatever, they don't set up a boundary that says, hey, we can go up to here, but after that point, that's it. Nothing beyond that, because I don't do that, or I don't talk like that, or I don't go to these events or whatever with just friends.
Yeah.
So as long as that boundary line is set, yeah, you can be platonic friends.
My thing is, women who tell me, like, whether, I've been into them or whatever, and they gotta like check me and set me straight and say, look, Chris, this is just a friend thing, you're a great person, but I would rather us just be friends. That's all well and good, but keep that same energy.
Facts. That's enough.
Don't fucking tell me, hey, I just want to be friends, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act like your motherfucking friend. And when I'm your friend, there's some shit that I don't do. Yeah. And there's my energy gonna change. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hang out. But you're not going to get more than friends energy out of me no more.
That's it.
And so don't turn around and act like a lot of, oh, you're not the same. Oh, so what you mean was you wanted all the benefits of me thinking that this is a more than friends thing, but you don't want to let a nigga cash in on this more than friends. Oh, it's on your terms. Okay, yes, I don't play that game.
Big facts. Yeah. Keep that same energy. Boy, I swear, I live by those words. Like, I'll tell people all the time, I will treat you however I feel you deserve to be treated. Like, in a good way, sometimes in a bad way, whatever. But, you know, I'll treat you with that energy that I feel like I'm getting off of you. But then if you want to just change it up, I'm okay with that. I'm flexible and comfortable enough in myself to know I'm okay with that. But I'm going to need you to keep that same energy. If you want this, then keep that energy to want it now. Or if you don't want this now, keep that same energy later. Because again, these are the situations I don't like. It just makes my skin crawl and my ass itch in situations like this. Let's say I'm talking to somebody. Okay. I'm talking to somebody and I'm getting, you know, a vibe off of them or whatever. But, you know, they reciprocate the vibe, but then they don't reciprocate the vibe. Like it kind of like playing
one foot out the door.
Exactly. That type of shit. Whatever. So then, you know, the only way in my mind, the only way I can address that is to head on directly address it and say, hey, listen, this is how I feel. Whatever. Where are you at? And then you tell me what you said earlier. Oh, I think this is just a friend thing. I think we better on friend, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So that's why I'm going to treat it as such. But then when I start, that energy I was giving to you when I thought you were leaning on that one foot that was in versus leaning on that back foot that's out, when you see me give that energy to somebody else, don't then come to me and try to find out what happened or why did I do this or why did all this stop or whatever. It's like, because you are a friend, you are here. This is potential girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, husband here. You know, this is where I'm at in mind with this person. Don't try to come for this energy back when you see I'm giving it to somebody else and I'm giving you that friend energy. Like I will tell people in a minute, like, hey, people like, you know, I got, you know, one of my coworkers. I love her to death. She is family to me. Very special individual to me. But I'll tell her, like, she'll be joking. She'll be like, stop. She'll be like, you know, mind your business. Leave me alone, stuff like that, whatever. Okay, I will do that. But keep that same energy. And when I tell her to keep that same energy, it'll be like, you know, a couple days or whatever go, or, you know, I'll be a smart ass about it, frankly. She'll come up and she'll ask me something or want to talk to me about something. I'm like, hey, that's not my business. I was told to mind my business. That's what I'm doing. And then it'll be like, well, why you gotta be like that? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, why you told me to mind my business? That's what I'm doing.
Like you want me to mind my business? I'm gonna show you minding my damn business.
Thank you. Like, you know,
you gonna see.
But you know, again,
I can professionally mind my business.
That always happens. Because again, I will give that energy to you that you want, and I will give you that energy that you're giving me. But don't come question it when you actually get it. Don't question why is it gotta be like that when you get exactly what you asked for.
Another thing that is important to note here is if you are asking for that platonic relationship, there are some things, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to physically stop doing. Number one, stop doing shit like giving lap dances. Quit giving me lap dances. Stop greeting me with kisses on the cheek or like that near lip kiss. You know what I mean? That fucking shit that like just enough to make me go, look out here.
If I shifted 2 centimeters to the right.
Right. This has been locking lips. I need you to stop doing stuff like having me motorboat you. I need you to stop doing stuff like, you know, that's just blatant flirting. I need need you to cut all that shit out.
I need you to give me the phone number of all your platonic friends who are doing these following things.
Yeah.
I will call them myself and have a personal conversation with them myself.
I need you to stop telling me things like, and this came from no one in particular, you know we're gonna fuck one day, right? Not saying any names, but those are some of the things that people need to stop doing. If you're not prepared to be more than platonic. You can't have both sides of the fence.
You platonic, huh? They trying to prepare to be penetrated. What the hell?
Or saying little things like, oh, you know I could fuck you up in the bedroom, this, that, and the other. After telling me about how unhappy you are that your husband doesn't you anymore. See, I'm getting around. I'm starting to say too much.
Oh
no.
my God.
And then when I say, okay, well, you know, shit, you know, you've been avoiding.
I'm gonna build some safe words. I swear, you got me hot under the collar.
Yep.
Like he was talking to me. Yeah, no, all of that, yes, stop. All of that. If it's gonna be platonic friends, you need to draw a
platonic line.
Yeah, something, yeah. A platonic friend line that we not crossing. Things we aren't doing, things we aren't talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, stuff like that. It needs to be a line there. Because the moment that you let that other person over that line, because you need a friend, I guess, in the not friend areas, I don't know. The moment you let a person over that line, then you know, to quote a wise prophet I know in a song he co-wrote, you know, many moons ago. Crossing that line, you make the wrong move, the situation will be sticky. You know, like that's how you get into sticky situations. Like, yeah, you agree to be friends. Like, you know, yeah, we can be friends and platonic friends and stuff like that, but let's, you know, it's okay if we kiss. I kiss my friends. What? Huh?
Where do you do that at?
Huh? I mean, you know, I'm not calling nobody out. I know people who do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh yeah, like, you know, like you were saying with the whole motorboat with your friends and lap dancing. Yeah, I do that show all the time with my friends. Huh? Like,
cause you lap dancing me, you gonna get a brother dick hard and shit. No, that's not platonic.
yeah, like, and even if you do, I got to see you doing this with other friends first before I would feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like, let me see you do this with your other platonic friends first that are males, because I'm pretty sure, you know, if the females wanted to fuck you, you probably would do it anyway. But, oops, all right. But, you know, do that with your other platonic opposite sex friends first.
Let me know how that go.
And before I say, oh, okay, I guess then that just is how she is as a friend. Okay, cool. No, but, like, yeah, draw that line. Just identify that line and don't damn cross it.
Megan says, whose perception? A man and woman can be strictly platonic friends. If one of them starts to develop feelings, sexual or romantic, then it is their responsibility to handle it or have the discussion about it. I agree. Absolutely. Be an adult. It's not that hard. Victoria says, yes, one side can think that the other wants more, but they don't. But see, then the issue is, okay, yeah, one side thinks that, you know, like he thinks that she wants more, but she actually doesn't. Maybe, just maybe, she's doing some shit that is making him feel like she does want more. These are the physical examples that I'm talking about.
Uh-oh. No, you did not just say that. Because then you got the whole, then that means that somebody got to be held accountable for their actions.
Wouldn't want that, would we?
Wow.
Justin says perception is key there. I don't think it's possible to remove a perception unless you walk around with a sign around your neck. 100% of the time, if I go out for a drink with my roommate or other female friends, I'm guessing the roommate's a female, one-on-one, someone's going to inevitably think that it's a date. And this is what I'm talking about. They just assume that about you, Justin. They don't know you from Adam. And they just, oh yeah, guy, girls, yeah, must be a date. You two could just be catching up. She's from out of town, maybe an international exchange student. I don't fucking know. Look.
A lot of that, and a lot of what he just said, a lot of this whole platonic friend thing in general, kind of goes into the, like he said, perception of other people. So, your levels of platonicness, platonicity, plutonium.
Plutonium, oh.
Yeah.
Planetarium.
There it is. Planetarium. Your levels in this platonic friendship will be determined a lot by what value you, an individual, put on what the outside world thinks. Like, you can know that you can have a platonic friend, and I would not give two shits on a warm summer day in, Madagascar. If you and this platonic friend had regular sex, when the outside world gets their opinion into it, that's when people want things to start changing. Not because anything is damaged in this platonic friendship or anything like that. It's because the outside world sees this friendship as more than that, and the individual, don't want the outside world to think that, oh, this person is more than a friend.
And why do you think that they would be so against that? I mean, I have my own theory, but what do you think that could come from?
That the world, what part am I confused?
Like, why? Well, I'm fine if if he thinks that there's something more. Okay, that's one thing, but God forbid that the whole outside world starts looking at it this way.
Oh, again, that's because that's where people put so much stake and so much opinion in what the world thinks about them, like them individually. Like, you got a person that you relate to on a one-on-one basis, and this person can think that you are absolute dog shit, or that you are, God's gift, whatever. But the outside world, if the outside world opinion is opposite to what this one person is saying, then what they're saying doesn't matter, because you're like, oh, well, I got this one person here, but I got 100 other people over here saying something completely different from what they're saying. So these 100 other people must be right because they're all saying it, and what they're all saying must matter. But yet this one person here who has been there with you since before these 100 people, who will be there after these 100 people, regardless of being a platonic friend or whatever the case may be, is telling you something different. But they just get overshadowed because people can't focus, and they hear 100 other voices in their head saying, "You ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit." When you got the one person in the other ear, "You the shit, you the shit, you the shit." Like, I don't know.
I mean, my theory is they don't want this perception to be out there that something's going on between her and this guy, because the person that she actually wants might get the wrong idea.
I like that too. That is also an excellent theory.
Oh no, I can't have people thinking that I'm, being Chris or something, because then me and Johnny might not have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up, girl.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, here's one. Here's one I heard that somebody had, apparently had a low-key boyfriend, I guess, whatever, but portrayed it as, friends. But the reason they didn't want to put a title on their relationship is because, I quote, they did not want to jinx it.
Deadass.
I didn't know how to process that when I heard it.
They're grown people.
Grown people.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Got a fresh, hot off the press comment from your future ex-wife, Kristen. Yeah, love her. Yeah. is I feel like the only way people don't make that assumption is if they know better. I have plenty of platonic guy friends that I hang out with in public, and no one tries to say any different. I brought guy friends to parties, etc., but maybe that's because I'm married and that's a known fact. Yeah. Maybe it's my character that I'm loyal and ain't about that shit. And, you know, Kristen, yes, first of all, here's something I noticed about that. Kristen, you probably run in a completely different circle of people than we run in. In our circle of friends, and correct me if I'm wrong, infidelity and lying is more the rule rather than the exception, it seems like. So, we always are basically feeling like there's some shiesty shit going on, because typically there is. And so, if somebody in our group of friends, for example, I'll just use you as an example because you know AJ. Nobody in our group has really like met you. So if he brings you to a gathering, there's going to start being whispers. There's going to start being side eyes from some of the females in the group. Oh, I said what I said.
And he meant it. And I co-signed to it.
Because that's just the dynamic. Now you have a different circle that you run in who know that you and your husband are in fact happily married. I think, hell, what, 10 years at this point?
Minimum.
Like, kudos to y'all, by the way. Congratulations. So there's a reason that you two have stayed married that long. And I think it's because of the perception that you both have put out there that, like you said, you're not about that life. And that's good for you. It's just, you're clearly living in a different circle than we do. But you keep living in yours. You keep doing your damn thing.
Let's see, yeah, and when you say circles, that instantly took my mind to the point where it's like, when you said the circle that we run in, like, there's usually shiesty shit going on or whatever. I think it's because a lot of these people look for it to be, and if it's just not on the surface, they look for a way to create it. Like, they thrive on shiesty shit. Mm-hmm. Like, the fucking sky can be absolutely gorgeous, and it can be the most beautiful day in the world, and you can just find $99 on the ground, and then all of a sudden, you know, you got this beautiful day, $99 on the ground. You'll hear one person in that damn group come out and say, "Why the fuck didn't you find 100?" Like, well, who the fuck took the dollar there? Mm-hmm. Now, yep. Now you sitting here
because they try to be sleuths and solve cases.
You sitting here with $99 in one hand, but yet you pissed off to no end, and you want to cause controversy and drama now over a missing dollar. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that they just generally try to create it. If it's not already present, when I say already present, as in if two people don't walk in arguing, or two people don't walk in with like looks on their face, or if you and me don't look at each other across the room like, you know, like shapes like that, whatever. If they don't see those things already happening, then they got to go find a way to go plant a seed for it to happen. Like,
it's the thriving off of drama.
Yeah, and I'll give an example of it right quick. Mm-hmm. Let's take you know, my cousin's birthday party. The 1 year, you know what you're talking about. When
was this the
no, the first year the Leo costume.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So let's say, you know, my cousin with this person, but he also had, you know, somebody else show up that he gets down with, you know, whatever.
Motorcycle?
No. No. From here.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
then they show up. Now these two people in the same house, whatever, and you know, people, come out, oh, wow, fuck, what, but, to be fair, they kind of had their own little controversies in there, smaller, but it was manageable. But then, people catch a whiff of that and go, oh, why the fuck did they do this? Da, 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 da. Now, all of a sudden, people going behind closed doors, and now you see, and where you see two people go behind closed doors, 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8. All of that stuff, because they gravitate toward controversy.
Yep.
Like, that's it. I understand controversy creates cash, but they not making no money off their controversy.
The money is the gossip. The money is the tea.
I guess, but it ain't paying your bills.
Because they see 2 people go behind those closed doors, and the only thing they hear is, that's the teapot.
Yeah, and
it's hot.
And then everybody want to scatter like roaches when the lights come on.
I can't even believe that she would wear that.
I can't even believe he brought him on money.
You know that he told that girl that he got a 10-inch dick.
And I heard he fought 3 seasons in a row. I can't stand that.
There's no way.
Yeah. So, platonic friends do exist. It's just platonic friends are created by the value that you put into an individual and the value that you put into that individual friendship you have with that person and the depreciation of value that you have from the outside world. Because the outside world is going to do nothing but come in there and try to, fuck up what you got going on. Regardless of how good it make you feel, they want to come in and fuck it up because they don't have it. Either they don't have it and they can't find it with nobody, or they want to try to take you from your happiness or take them from you making them happy so that they can go and make them happy. Because the same people who come and say, oh, well, that's such or they more than friends, blah, 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 or they got to be fucking blah, 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 so that. Yeah. About 2 platonic friends will be the same ones who will come to the next event. Let me draw this out like a clear picture possible. I'll say me. I come to an event with an unknown person. And this is again speaking to 2008 to 2013, Chris.
Yeah.
I come to an event with an unknown person. You instantly get to talking, oh, well, they must be fucking, he trying to fuck her, blah, 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 whatever. The next event, you come to the event with that same unknown person. Does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Exactly what the fuck I would do too.
See, yeah. That's what some of that outside world is trying to do to your platonic friendships. They don't want
He's not wrong.
They don't want you to not. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to either be miserable.
They want you to lose.
Yeah, they want you to lose when they lose, or they want to use you to help them win, or they want to take what you have. That's that. That's why the outside world won't let you have platonic friends, but your platonic friend will let you have a platonic friend. I'm spent. You got it.
That's what's up.
Take us.
Well, let us know in the comment section what you think down below. And as always, we are sponsored by Drinking Days, Custom Homebrew Booze, and J. Johnson's Value Auto Care. Thank you so much for calling us and give your Monday word. And we...
See you next time. Where, downtown?
Yeah, I seen Wick and them all day. Like, dang, Joe, you getting big. I seen Ben and his girl.
Yeah.
Ben 10.
Yeah, I seen that motherfucker on Snap.
His girl.
Yeah, I saw you out there with old Wesley.
I was trying to start down.
I knew you was drunk.
Bro, I lost my car last night.
How the fuck?
Wait, your car or your car done?
No, my car.
How, Sway?